Even when God raises you as a warrior, there are times that you get beaten. But you have to remember one thing, that I'm not in this job because I called myself, but God called me. This salvation, it found me by grace. I was busy in the bars, doing what I wanted to do in the bars. The Lord found me. Are you understanding? Salvation is by grace. There is nothing you did. You did not work hard for you to be saved. But the Lord came for you. And even when He came for you, He's still raising you. When He calls you a warrior, He's still telling you that there's still hope even when you get beaten. Have you ever seen sometimes when soldiers fight the battle and it's looking like they're losing? How many times you've read the Bible and you've seen the people of Israel getting discouraged? How many times? Many times. They went for battle. Some of them, they lost trophies. And believe me or not, the Lord will make you lose some battles so that you may learn. You're not getting it. The Lord will make you lose some battles. Because if you keep winning the battle, let me tell you, you'll be beaten in the next one and you'll be finished. There is always a tendency in a human being, every time there is victory, there is tendency to relax. So sometimes the Lord can give you one victory, second victory, third victory, the fourth one. It's a serious flow. Until you are like, my God, what happened here? But the Lord is just calling you back to the place and saying, wake up! Revive yourself. That's what He said. Certainly, if we consider the current economic recession, the recent calamities in many parts of the world, the center of terrorism and war, famine, pestilence, and death, we find an increasing amount of negativity and despair about the situation of humankind. True or false? There are many people in this age of despair who are plagued by the feeling of hopelessness, and you are God's channel of hope to them as warriors in the field. Now, just imagine warriors in the field and the people that gives hope to the people that remain in the camp. Trouble. Now, when warriors in the field are beaten, who's going to give hope? I wish someone will see and understand what I'm saying right now. Teresa, imagine you are the one. Someone knows right now that you're in charge. How many people in your family sometimes they call and they say, please, can you pray for me? Why would they call you and say, can you pray for me? Because they are putting their hope knowing that at least we have a Christian. There's some parents that I know, they will call me and say, Pastor, I told my son, I told my husband, pray for me because I'm feeling there is despair. We've been seeing Christians that are encouraged 2 days, 7 days beaten completely. It is extremely heavy for that person even to come. Because he's feeling like tomorrow, will I even cross tomorrow? Now imagine now warriors beaten. Where is your hope going to come from? Of course my hope is in God. But God uses human beings to encourage. Why are you here? As the Church of Jesus Christ and as followers of the risen Lord, what is our mission to the world in this age of despair? What is our mission? I'm asking a very sincere question. What is our mission in this age of despair? Do you really think we don't have a mission? Have you ever even thought about it? Do you think we don't have a mission? We do have a mission in this age of despair. Listen to me. Abraham is not living in this age. The Lord Jesus knew you are the one who will make it. Not Adam. Hello? You are not in this age by accident. The Lord has purposely put you in this age because He knew that I can walk with you, I can use you, I can use you to bring hope in this society of despair. It is the reason why this church exists. It is the reason why I'm a pastor. It is the reason why you are a worship leader. It is the reason why you play that drum set. It is the reason why you are a worship leader. It has nothing with the chairs and all this. All these things has to do with human beings. And if you don't get that, you're still far away understanding why Christ has you here. You know? I pray that you will hear this and walk out and act on it. I pray that you will hear this. You won't sleep in your house, but you will basically just remember it. I pray that tomorrow, Monday, will be a day you will sit down with your wife and say, what did Pastor say? By God, by the way, there's so many things he's been saying and we know. But can we at least listen to this one? Who are we? I lived in a family where all I saw was despair. You know what? No hope. There was no hope. I looked at my father who beats the mother. My father who beat my mom. I looked at our father who had concubines everywhere. Someone who will park his car here but he's in Kasarani. Despair, total despair. Then I started looking at my big brothers. The other one never finished school. Money is there. He's given money, he goes to school at Kishukisha. He's being taken by a bodyguard. The bodyguards even open the door, the door for him. He comes out, the bodyguard leaves, he sneaks out of school. He takes the money, he plays, he doesn't study. The one who followed, the same thing. The one who followed, the same thing. Is someone relating with me? We've lived in families, the only thing that we've seen is bad pictures. I remember my sister, who's my father is telling, don't marry, don't get married to that man. You're going to be the second wife. I'm understanding. I remember my sister standing and telling my father, how many have you had? My father is telling him, that's why I don't want you to go. He said, leave me alone. She's called Bridget. She got married to as a second wife. I remember the day they came to give the dowry. The first wife of that man, she was asked to say something. She stood up. She was crying. I remember very well that day. She asked my sister, if I was high invading your marriage, will you be happy? The place went quiet. The place went quiet. The husband stood up and said, you came here. It is my choice. It's not your choice. If you don't want, pack your things and leave. It is my money, not your money. Is it in those families that we've come from? Is someone relating things that I'm saying? You can clearly see many of you here. Pastor, I've never seen my father. I've never known my father. Pastor, I don't know my father. Pastor, I don't know so and so. Pastor, I've never had a father. Pastor, that is the story every time, isn't it? Is someone relating with what I'm saying? Age of despair. That's what we know. There's nothing good we see on this world. You tell me, what do you see? Nothing good. That is what we grew see. But I remember the Lord didn't leave me alone. My mom would get praying. The Lord found me, changed my life. And when it changed my life, I started getting this lesson. Oh my God, I am a warrior in the field to bring hope to this generation. I started looking at my family. I said, that family, Lord, it is okay. You said, seek ye first the kingdom of God, the rest shall be added. And I left my country. I went to another country. God brought me in Kenya. I started preaching. I went for mission. I never asked God, what about my family? But it will beat me. It will hit me. I will cry every day. I said, Lord, how can I be giving values in other people's children? How can I be giving values and other families are restored? And I thought, for me it was gone. For me it was over. I'm talking about a brother who's born in 1960. I'm talking about another brother who's born in 1965. I'm talking about a sister who was in a second marriage, who was born also before me. All these people, despair. My father died in polygamy. He didn't know God. Family, everything gone. After 18 years of praying, I started seeing things changing. You people saw my brother, who was a drug dealer. Today he's a minister of the gospel. You people, I told you about my brother, the one born in 1960. Today he's a pastor. Listen to me. We are warriors in the field who can give hope to the society. We can pray, but when we get tired, God will always, in every family, check in every family, no matter how bad that family looks. God will always find one remnant that will become a door that the Lord will walk into that door and start changing the rest of the family. And that door is you. But look at how you drain yourself. Look at the slowness in you because you haven't understood. How are we able to unleash the liberating power of the gospel, the good news of God in Jesus Christ, so that people will have hope? It's a question. I haven't seen a question now. I'm starting my question by saying, how are we able to unleash the liberating power of the gospel, the good news of God in Jesus Christ, so that people will have hope? The question is, how? Because when we lose hope, the society dies. If us, we lose hope, I don't know who will give hope to the society. Believe me or not. So there is no way you can lose hope. Look at this. It's getting interesting. Be comforted by the radiant hope of the people of God in the Holy Church. That's your first answer. Be comforted by what? When you are beaten, go open your Bible. Read about those who went through what you went through. They will encourage you. Hello? Because they went through despair, but they rose. They had strategies they used, and they were not beaten, and they stood until they finished well. In a race, it is not the starting point. Have you ever seen those marathons? Everybody take off. Those who have diabetes, those who have everything, those who are beaten in sickness, everybody, all of us, the strong, the weak, everybody take off. Are you understanding? But you may find someone who has sickness is finishing on the line, while you is good. You're not finishing in the line. Because those who are sick, they were able to ask, they were able to learn strategy and the things they were able to do. Let me tell you, in all this world, you may be surprised that the people finish the line. When you talk to them, you hear what they tell you until you're surprised. We all of us take off, but the finishing line is never easy. Ask anybody who's running, they will tell you that the mind, the body, are you understanding? The mind and the body, what makes them finish is not that they are strong. What makes them finish, it is the strategies they use to finish. There's a certain way they run. Let me tell you, they don't use force. When I used to do wrestling, many of you, I feel ashamed when you say it. When I used to do wrestling, I was beaten 7-0 by a little ball. When I walked in, I thought I'm going to throw that young man out. Do you know what? In wrestling, you're taught like this. Let your adversary come. The force that is coming is the force that you're going to use to throw him out. All you do, you read it. You know, when you're looking at this, when I'm Zara, I say, you know the power that you're using coming. Him is using strategies. That cowboy just stand in the place. I'll come with us. He will just do like this. There. Then he'll stand again. They're looking at me. Me, I'm using force. You know what? I used to smoke. In the next 5 minutes, I'm looking at the time. Seconds haven't arrived. It is strategies that you use for you to finish well. Tell you never strategies. Many of us don't use strategies. We want to use focus styles. We use this. Have you ever seen those people, they pray until they get tired and the demon starts laughing? Have you ever seen it? Not the Pentecostal of today. I rebuke! Then at the end of the and someone else comes. He knows that it is not the voice, it's the anointing. You know what you use. It's not how loud you are. It's about the power, strategies. Are you understanding what we want to learn today? There is hope. Amen? Amen. So we want to study about strategies on how to carry on until you will finish. Because when you are a warrior, you fight with strategy. You don't just fight. I've seen warriors, few people, beating a whole army. You know, when you see one angel, Isaiah saying that one angel of the Lord walked in the camp of the Syrian and he killed 185,000 warriors in the camp of the Syrian. It is strategy. And that strategy is what we call anointing. It is the most of the simplest thing that we neglect in our lives. Number one, be comforted by the radiant hope of the people of God in the Holy Church. We want to see how these people fought so that they may finish well in the finishing line. Are you understanding? The beginning of the church was marked by an era of despair, which became the backdrop by which Christians' hope did what? Diminished. Whenever we teach today, we talk about the church, the Holy Church, true or false? Do we talk about the Holy Church? So why do we ignore them? They teach us on how to fight the right battle. Why do we ignore them? Hello? In every battle, this battle we are talking about is the despair that has come. You read the news. Have you ever seen anything good in the news? If you want to see how you can get beaten, just sit on the television. Don't watch Kenya. Put DSTV. Then start putting CNN. Then you go to Al Jazeera. Then you go to what? Sky News. Then you go to what? BBC. Then you... 135 people died yesterday at night. 125 people were crushed. I don't know, they were in a mine. They're like, what is wrong with this one? There's a plane that disappeared for 2 days. And we thank God that Mrs. Manny was not in it. It's just despair. No good news. There is nothing good. Then you finish with the news. When you switch off the TV like this, the next thing you are seeing, phone. Ring dong, ring dong. Who is this? Yeah, this is Joel. This is the second observation, but which has to do with the church history. Look at this. Hebrews were called can't turn back decision. I wish that is going to be the next statement. Your statement in the Facebook. If I was you, I would take that and use it in my Facebook. can't turn back decision. Do you know why they were called like that? Have you ever read the book of Hebrew? That's how they were called. They knew every decision they had to make had to be worthy because it was preparing the way and the hope of those who are coming after them. They didn't live for themselves. That's why we read them today and we encourage. But you, every decision that you make on a daily basis, you don't bother about who is going to hear, what is going to happen. When people hear this, are they going to be encouraged or are they going to be beaten? How much news like this can please you? Every decision they made sure it was a worthy decision. Don't you love it when you read the Hebrews? Huh? Don't you love it in the Bible? Do you even read it? Do you know why it is written? Or was it written for dogs? It was written for you and me. That when we read, we can be encouraged and have hope. That no matter the despair that stands in our way, we can make it like that. Amen? In time of Jesus' birth, the socio-political, what we call socio-political, and the economic condition of Israel were intolerable. Intolerable. My God. You could not stand these conditions when Jesus was born. Jesus is born. Children are killed. If it were in our days, you would say, that and sorcerer. God blessings are not like that. You stand there and preach and say, God does not bring death. When Jesus comes, he doesn't bring death. When you speak like that, you must be very stupid because you don't understand God principles. For God, as long as that person is going straight to heaven, he can take that person anytime. Be very careful. God can take your husband, can take your wife anytime. If it means, if he can take your attention, that's what he will do. God can even take a child. He's not your child. That's why the day Jesus was born, babies died. They died, they were not going to hell. They were going straight to heaven. And God didn't bother. As long as the good news had to be done with. We preach. Jesus had to be born. Is it true? Why are you looking at me very strange like I'm saying things that are lies? The day Jesus was born, hello? There were babies that died. Yes, there were. Men, boys were killed. But Jesus didn't bother because those men were not going to hell. They were going straight to heaven. 50% of the people were slaves. There was famine during the time of Jesus Christ. Those who had jobs were paying 50% of their income in taxes to imperial Rome. It wasn't a joke. So you think that you're the only one who has financial problems, you're the only one who has all this stuff. I wish I was born those days of Abraham. I wish I was born those days of Moses. Are you really sure you'll make it? God has put you in this generation because he knows that it is you who will create and give hope to the society. No one else except me. Say it. Except me. Aye. That's how warriors should live. You know, when a soldier sits, when a soldier is sitting, is being trained, and is given orders and it is time for war. Those who go to Somalia to defend Kenya, do you think they don't have families? Someone leaves his wife, he leaves the children, but he's going with understanding, knowing that I'm a soldier, I'm going to defend my nation. That's what it is. That's the attitude of warriors. You know that what I am doing, I am working, and I'm going to make sure that one day when someone reads about me, they will have hope of of what I did for Christ. Those who had job were paying 50% of their income in the taxes to the imperial Rome. There were constant rebellion and uprising, mostly advocating abolition of what? Exorbitant what? Taxes. Just like today in DRC, it's getting worse. We used to know only one rebellion that was happening at the east. Now we are hearing at Kananga, I don't know what is happening. There's someone who just rose there. Is bringing some funny people. In Kinshasa, there's a guy who was arrested the other day. He's just telling all the people from the Congo tribe, anybody who's not from this tribe, remove them. The man was arrested. You just think despair, things are changing, rebellions, things are happening. But in all this, I remember when I went to DRC and I was preaching, I told the Congolese, God will not bend his laws or his rules because of what is happening. No matter the despair, God will remain God. But no matter what, he has a remnant that he will raise and put them to give thanks to people. Like in the days of Elijah, God took Elijah, put him in front of the gods of Baal. The people, there was despair. The people had given up. They started believing in false God. But God had to get a remnant and anointed Elijah and told him, I will use you. I will use you. That is who you are. Who do you think God is going to use? Everybody just sit down. All you do is writing. Oh, and God is going to use T.D. Jakes. Who else? God is going to use Kenneth Copeland. You can't even say Pastor Papi. He's in Africa. All you know is those big names. But you're forgetting that God is looking for a remnant. One person. And that remnant is you. You who's going to start the change from your wallet, not even from your family. If your wallet is still carrying a condom, which change are you going to bring in the society? So you start deliverance by changing the wallet. Yeah, you remove your wallet and walk with it. Have you ever seen those people? The wife can never touch your wallet. How many of you know where your husbands put their wallet? How many of you ladies? This is one you don't know. You know? Are you sure you've checked on it? You see these women are very strange. You see these wives that you see, they are very strange. You know, it's what things we teach them in premarital and postmarital counseling. That no matter what defend your husband. That's why they're doing it. Even when they got whatever they got, they are still covering them. But I would meet them outside. Ask your pastor, I just covered my husband. But my husband, kuna vitu zinatoka huko. Mimi nimempatia sola. Hakuna picha ya demu mwingine, hakuna sibili. Hello? We are still talking about the second observation under church history. At the time when Jesus was a child, 2,000 Jewish men involved in rebellion were nailed to the cross with the crosses strung along the road to Galilee. Man, it's not that we've lost. As Africans, we don't read. Men, when you need to work, there are libraries that you need to go and read church history. You will see some things that will beat you until you ask. Men, Romans were not normal people. Imagine you're walking through the road, you could be driving or you're on a horse. All you see is just people putting up crosses. That's why the death of a cross was not a good thing. If you think despair is now, you're lying to yourself. And Christianity, if it had to die, after the crucifixion and the death of Jesus, the apostles scattered in fear of the Jews and in despair of what happened to us. They ran away, they went. It wasn't a joke. No one could stand. Peter said, this thing is a fantasy. Me, I'm going back. I'm going back fishing. When he went, like, Nathaniel is like, hey, Peter is gone. Yeah, Peter, wait for me. Peter is forgetting that he's the one who was to give hope. Are you understanding what we're saying? That him standing and understand that in this despair, whatever is happening right now, I need to arise and give hope to my brothers and sisters. They need to follow me. They will get hope from me. That's who we are. That's what we are supposed to do. But Peter doesn't know that if you backslide. Do you know, let me tell you. Mrs. Wine was telling me on Friday, she said, Pastor, it was so strange. And until I told her, you know, I went on the bedroom. You are not there in the bedroom where I was. As I laughed until I went down. You know what she told me? She said, Pastor Bob, you, if I hear you backslid, you know what I will do to you? I will pay gangsters. They will whip me. I was like, my God. He said, Pastor, I'm telling you, I'm not joking. You know what I was getting from what you were saying is like, you have no idea. I hear someone like you backsliding. You know what you can do to us? Yeah. That's what it means. There are people that are beaten that look at you. You know, you are just their hope. When they get beaten, they run back to you and say, Pastor, you're not God, but I trust that if I walk with you, I can. That's how those people that are outside there, they should see you when you come to divine worship ministries. That if I walk with this guy, God can use him to teach me something and enable me to rise. That's who we are. Say, that is who I am in Christ Jesus. Hey man, why are you not taking yourself so little like that? Hey. Thank you, my sister. That really encouraged me. I knew that someone was looking at me. Yani, you will not come to preach to me, but you hire gangsters. That's a serious one. And please do that. If you ever see me, do that. I want to be my brothers. So after the resurrection, new hope emerged. What happens? The promise of the Holy Spirit came down at Pentecost, and at the era of church growth began. The Spirit of God came to enable His people. And that Spirit of God is still there until today. When you feel like hope is going, who should you address? The Holy Spirit. Listen to me. Praise has nothing to do your problem. Praise has nothing to do with what you're going through. Praise, Jesus deserves it. Are you understanding? So when you hear that you're getting beaten and you can't give that praise, the only thing you need to do is to call the Holy Spirit, because it carries that edge to encourage them. That's what we learn. Holy Spirit, I need you. I can't do this on my own. Look at the beatings. That's why Jesus said, I will not leave you alone, because he knew if he left us alone, we will be beaten. That's why he said, I will not leave you alone, my children. I will send you the Holy Spirit. And he shall help you. He shall help you. When your marriage is in despair, call upon the Spirit of God. When things are not working, say, Holy Spirit, come and walk with me in this walk. You're not alone. Are you alone? Are you alone? Clement, Yeshua. Or do you feel you can arise as warriors and you want to advance the kingdom of God? You can just arise and start saying, you know, yesterday you will not trust God for 800,000, and then wake up the following day and start trusting God for 800,000, and you think that the devil will sit down and say, yeah, they're waking up. You think that? After every victory, the devil also tries to raise the standard. But what you need to remember that every time the devil tries to rise the standard, the Lord will even arise it better. The devil, he doesn't know that he's being used like a very simple and stupid being to just advance the kingdom of God on a daily basis. That's what the devil does. He is there working for God. The devil is there to work for God. You see? When you have a project like this, you want to raise money and go higher and get a better place and do this and do that. Look at what we are going through in the Bible study. That we can't even sit, the place. People come in the corridor, they're standing in the corridor. The place is so hot until, you talk, you feel like you're choking. The Lord is telling Peter and the rest, when the Spirit of God comes upon you, you shall be my witnesses. Where? In Jerusalem. Where? In Judea. Where? Then what? On that day, the Spirit came. He filled them. They started bringing hope to the society. Look at what they did. On that day, they stood in Jerusalem. Peter was preaching like me. I think Peter must have been a preacher like me. You people! You! He preached. The Bible says 3,000 came to the Lord, 5,000, and the number was just increasing. But he didn't know. They thought that was the end because success came. But they forgot the word of God. The word of God said where? You shall be my witnesses where? In Jerusalem. Then where? In Judea. They just remembered Jerusalem. But they started forgetting about what? Judea, Samaria, and all this place. Then the Lord is like, my God, who's going to help me here? This stupid devil, he came so fast, thinking that he's going to bring what? Despair. He brought despair, but he doesn't know that God is using despair to take his people to Samaria. That's how God is. All those things that you are going through, the Lord is in control. They are taking you somewhere. You will pray like never before. When everything is smooth, you never fast. You will fast when things go wrong. You will fast when you're waiting for something and it's not coming. You will fast. You wait. You remember what Jesus told the rest? John the Baptist's disciples. Look at Jesus. They asked also the question, isn't it like the Pharisees? How come your disciples are not fasting? He tells them. He said, have you ever seen when people are in animal fasting? People don't fast in animal. He said, wait until the master will be removed from them. They will fast. And that did happen. When Jesus was crucified, despair came. They started running to the Abba in my own business. I said, I need to find anything to fast. Persecution. During the reign of Emperor Nero, thousands of Christians were executed. What happened? Stoned to death, hung on the cross, beheaded, and fed to the lions. How do you run after this Christianity? But these people still at the sin. Man, listen to me. You're being told if we find you, you will take and throw you into the lions. And it's not a joke. And you basically see it happening. And they were discovered. They were praying and they were given to the lion. But the following day, you're still coming, meeting together, praying, calling upon this God. Man, you feel like Hebrew was just written for nothing. They were stirring up our hopes to know that God has us. There is no one else. God, there is no one else. It is you who has. God has no one else. In your family, when there's no door, you are the door. All God is waiting to say, my glory shall be seen in your family through you. He turns to you and says, my glory shall be seen in your family, Florence, through me. And through you. That's how they will know me. So if you refuse, God shall not be seen. They will not see God in your family. I had to make it, and when I understood it, that's why every day I make sure that these Jesus people might see him through me. Are you understanding? Yet when we read the New Testament, the book of Acts, the letters of Paul, of Peter, of James, and the book of Revelation, the whole New Testament is bursting with what? But when you look at church history, you ask, how can these people talk about hope? Really? When you look in your family, Are you seeing hope? When you look in your family, are you seeing hope? Hey! Everything's a mess. Oh, brother, will leave. Oh, so the pastor, it's not working. Oh, so it's not working. That's my life. Last time my sister, she's only 15. Imagine she's pregnant. The following day, the pregnancy was supposed to be what? Blessings. Then you go for what? Echography. It's coming out. Imagine brother, she has 3 children. 3. God. How can you do this, class? This is a sincere fact and a powerful one we should observe. Yet when we read the New Testament, the book of Acts, am I lying? Hello? Am I making sense? Yes. The letters of Paul, all the epistles of Peter, of James, and the book of Revelation, the whole New Testament is bursting with hope. You wonder, where is this hope coming from? And yet, if you see what they went through, and they are talking about hope. Hello? The Bible says, rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say, do what? Rejoice. Why would the Bible tell you rejoice? Always rejoice. Me, I have no time wasting my time. Listen to me, God. I have been crying to the Lord. I have no time to waste time now, Kasirika. I don't want to spend my 1 hour, my 2 hours in the Kasirika doing what? Okay, Kasirika, you want to waste my time. I will take my laptop, I sit down, I study things that will carry me, push me. I talk to you, you don't want time. Go and move in my life. You know you will not stop me, you will not change me, because I have understood who I am. I will give hope in this society. And if I told you, you will not want to get that hope, look at me. You will see what? You will see what? Jesus in me. Just like Paul will say, follow me as I do what? I want to follow you as you follow Christ. Because I want you to give me hope. Hello? We waste a lot of time with some stupid thing because but imagine this is what he said to me. What did he say to you? He said, but I don't move. What did he say? But imagine he wakes up in the morning. Now you've already sensed that what he told you as it's basically nothing. So you want to aggravate it. But imagine he wakes up in the morning. He's not even looking at me. Now you're starting adding, eh? He's not even looking at me, Pastor. Pastor is not helping me. Look at the way. Then he said, I'm not moving. Then, you know what I do? When someone is talking like that, I just go like, So? What's the one doing so? So what do you want me to do? To cry with you? Is that what is making you cry?